Yuji is coming out strong, and I can't lie, these chapters are getting better and better and better. Sukuna has been straight running it up on every single character in the main cast, back to back like a wrestling rumble royale. It's ridiculous. I'm not sure if it's great, I'm not sure if it's a shame, but I gotta say I'm loving every single one of these chapters. But straight up, with all that we're seeing, Sukuna might truly be the strongest of all time in Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm not sure if there's a single character that we know that at least solo would be able to actually match or even beat Sukuna. But out of everyone, Yuji might just be the one to get the revenge on Sukuna, the insane curse that has been running it up on every single character back to back. Now in this video, we're going to jump into some of the craziness that is Yuji Itadori's curse technique and also where it may go. Now before we get into it, if you like the video, be sure to hit that like button. Lets me know that you're rocking with the vid. It helps the video get out to more people like you. Also, if you want to stay up to date with more Jujutsu Kaisen videos, be sure to hit that sub button and join the special grade Mafia. Perfect. And with that being said, let's get back to the video. Now as a quick recap, Sukuna just got done dicing up Gojo, RIP, and he just did the same to Kashimo, RIP again, man. Now, so far with what we're seeing in the chapter, it's not absolutely clear that Kashimo is dead already, but maybe we get a little last stand out of him, kind of like we saw with Chozo. And right after this, we're seeing Hikari and Yuriyume getting right into the action as well. Just a bit earlier, Yuriyume was on the sidelines delivering a cursed object to Sukuna. Now, this was the cursed object that Yorozu gave up her life in a binding vow to give to Sukuna. And we know with a binding vow, and especially when that costs someone's life, it's some of the most powerful things in all of Jujutsu Kaisen. We see this with Mei Mei and her cursed birds or her black bird manipulation technique. Even if the technique at base would have been pretty weak, by having the blackbirds give up their lives, it has every single one have an insane power to it, so strong that even Gojo credits Mei Mei as being insanely strong. And now we're seeing Sukuna have a cursed weapon, a cursed object that Yorozu gave up her life to give to him. So it's going to be pretty crazy to see the full extent of the abilities of this weapon. Now, in the delivery of this weapon, Hikari came in and stopped Yuriyume from joining the battle, and he stopped it with a domain expansion. And then fast forward a little bit from here, we didn't see exactly what went on in the domain expansion, but it looks like it might be breaking, with Yuriyume looking a little bit flustered, and Hikari has a smirk on his face. It's not clear that Hikari hit the jackpot in his domain, but knowing his luck, he may have just clutched it. Perfect. And then of course, we got to get to the highlight, which is Higuruma and Yuji joining the battle, and they're coming to get straight to business, get straight to revenge. Now with Higuruma's ability, he puts his opponents into a non-violent domain expansion, and he puts them to trial. It's like off some Law and Order shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
And this means that Sukuna may not be able to break it with his own domain expansion, as any kind of violent attacks or techniques put you right back to the podium. But knowing Sukuna, he may have one up on this and may already know how to overcome a domain expansion with this kind of technique. But hey, I guess we're just gonna find out. But alright, now let's get to Yuji. And in chapter 220, he was saying to Chozo that, hey, he'll just eat anything if it means getting rid of Sukuna. And then Chozo says it's okay, but Yuji responds, no, that's not it. It's about our siblings. And Chozo says, it's fine as long as they can go on living as a part of you. Now with these panels and these direct statements, I think it's pretty clear that Yuji has eaten the other death womb paintings. We know if there's anything Chozo lives and dies for, it's protecting his brothers, which are the cursed womb death paintings. And by him saying it's okay as long as they live inside you, I think it's a pretty clear statement that Yuji has eaten them, and this is contributing to his cursed technique in the extent of the series. Now let's get into the cursed womb death paintings and how these may have an impact on Yuji's cursed technique. The cursed womb death paintings actually reflect the 9 different stages of death. So the first 3 are Chozo, Eso, and Kechizu. Chozo is where the body expands due to gases. Eso is the stage where the corpse is decaying, and Kechizu is the dispelling of blood in the body. Now Jujutsu Kaisen doesn't run these exactly parallel, but Chozo has the blood manipulation, while the other 2 have the effect and curse technique of decaying the body. Then we have Noran and Showo. Noran is the decomposition of the body, and Showo is the the drying out of the body. That follows by tan and san. Tan is when the body is consumed by animals, while san is the dismemberment of the body. This actually reminds me a little bit of cleave and dismantle. Not sure if that's exactly where the show is going to take it. And then for the last two stages of the death wound paintings, we have kotsu and sho. Kotsu is the stage of bones and where only the bones remain. We know Jujutsu Kaisen drives a lot of reference from other animes, especially some of the OGs like Naruto. So this makes me think of characters like Kimimaru and maybe using bones to fortify their offense, defense, and the different creative abilities that Yuji might actually have in store. And then there's sho, the stage of dust and ashes. Just like before and in Naruto, it may be something similar to where with dust released, or even similar to Hollow Purple, an ability that's able to eliminate matter and bring things straight to dust. Now with each of these, I don't actually believe that any of them will be able to defeat Sukuna with everything that he has in store. But we can't forget a little earlier in chapter 220, Chozo gave a book to Yuji that had all the learnings that Yuki found about the soul. And even later in chapter 222, we see Ino and Yuji training. From here, we see Itadori, or whoever's in Itadori's body, saying Yuji. And then on the other side, we see whoever's apparently in Yuji's body saying yes. Now to me, the only sense that this makes is that Yuji is not in Yuji's body, and the soul swapping ability has some fair grounds. There's no way that Ino is calling Yuji Itadori. But hey, you let me know what you think. Go ahead and comment below what you believe Yuji's abilities are and may be. I think there's a lot that's been teed up for all of this and a lot of directions that the manga may go. So go ahead and comment that below and let me know what you think. And of course, if you've been rocking with the video, be sure to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more Jujutsu Kaisen content. Perfect. And with that being said, somewhere here is the video that YouTube thinks you're gonna like the most next. Go ahead and check that out, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.